Sagittarius. This is Mary Elizabeth with Sacred Love Tarot. Thank you so very much for turning up and tuning in, for liking, subscribing, commenting, hitting the notification button, and sharing. I'd like to suggest that you go check out your moon and rising signs if you know them. They would be helpful in bringing this energy together as a whole. So this is your September 2023 collective general reading, of course, for the sign of Sagittarius. So let's see what the energy oracle has to say about the energy coming in of September. I have to watch the August one over again to kind of get a sense of the energy of August, and then watch this one again. So that one just fell out. I don't know if I'm going to use it. I am going to use it, but I'm going to... I usually like it when they fly out. To me, that gives a better sense of the energy connected to it, right? So we have... whatever. Financial constraints, the thinking man, appreciation, and hostilities. So this is kind of what I feel, and this is just about right. I feel a lot of us, most of us, I'm a Sagittarian, Capricorn, Aquarius, so, and this is why I say to kind of check out your moon and rising sign. So the financial constraints is not feeling as if you're financially able or capable of doing what needs to be done. You know, I know some of us want to start our own businesses, and some of us want to buy our own houses, and some of us want to do this, do that, but right now we are in the mindset of lack. We are in the mindset of generational poverty. We are in the mindset of just not feeling as if all the hard work that we are putting in is paying off. And I kind of feel there is somebody in your life or on your side who's a very wise person, maybe very spiritual, who kind of wants you to know, look, you are financially stable. You are secure and abundant. But the feelings that you are presenting does not match how you desire to live, right? If you are in a mindset of lack, then lack is what you're going to receive. If you feel financially constrained, then that's what you're going to be in. If you're not receptive to the prosperity and abundance that you want to see in your life, then how do you suppose prosperity and abundance is going to come into your energy field, right? So you have to be receptive to that. And then I also kind of feel like there is also a lack of appreciation, a lack of growth, a lack of recognition, and all of that is causing you to be very hostile toward yourself. Very hostile toward yourself. So let's say, for instance, you run a business, an online business or a storefront business. Now you're putting in a lot of hard work, boots on the ground, doing what you're doing 9-10 hours a day, preparing for the next day, etc., etc., etc. And all of this hard work that you're putting in, what you're getting back doesn't balance out. It's not balancing out. And because of your relationship with money, and because of your poverty mentality or generational poverty background kind of thing, you can't seem to wrap your head around charging people what you think you're worth. And therefore, there will always be the people who don't appreciate your time and energy, who will take advantage of it. So what I want to say to you, Saggies, is that you have to get out of that mindset of lack. You have to get out of that mindset of generational poverty. Just because generations of your family have lived in poverty or below the income line or poor doesn't mean that you have to be. It doesn't mean that you have to carry that fucking torch. It doesn't mean that. There is an opportunity for you here to break that wheel. There is an opportunity for you here to break that generational poverty line. But you have to learn how to appreciate yourself. You have to be receptive to the worth that you, somewhere within you, you think you are, or you wouldn't be doing what you're doing. Right? So stop being so critical of yourself. Stop being so hostile toward yourself. Change your mindset. God, change your mindset. And allow this man to help you. This could be a partner, a significant other, or a really good friend. It could even be some sort of a spiritual counselor or therapist. Allow them to help you get out of that mindset of financial constraint and step into the mindset of growth and appreciation. Right? And I know how some of you may be thinking you're getting older, and maybe, your time is up, or maybe, why bother? Because, if you haven't made it by now, you won't make it at all. And that's the mindset that I'm talking about. I mean, let's talk about some people who weren't successful until they were up into their 50s and 60s. One of them that comes to mind is the French chef, or the American chef with the French accent, Julia Childs, right? She didn't get famous or write her first cookbook well into her 40s, maybe even 50s. There are a plethora of celebrities or people who were able to step into and break those poverty lines and step into their worth well into their 40s and 50s. So I just want to give you some examples. J.K. Rowling. She was broke on a subway, a couple of kids, I think, when she created the whole Harry Potter universe. Colonel Sanders from Kentucky Fried Chicken, he was also. Julia Child, Ralph Lauren, Stan Lee. The kind of list goes on. Oprah Winfrey, she was turned down and fired, came from such poverty, she did. Horrible, heartbreaking story, right? So we have to recognize that, first of all, just because you're older doesn't mean that your time is up. It doesn't mean that you should just give up on your plans, your dreams, your desires of having that house, being able to help your people, being able to support your family, right? You have to show yourself a little bit more appreciation here, and you have to stop being so hostile toward yourself every time that you see somebody doing better than you, or every time that you have a setback, right? Because it goes down that rabbit hole really, really, really fast. All right, so let us see how this plays out. It's a scary place to be, older and trying to, older, coming from a poverty background and trying to change the way, things are done. So here we have the Nine of Pentacles, and the Nine of Pentacles is you're already prosperous, you're already abundant. You should be celebrating that, right? Prosperity and abundance comes in many, many forms, and you're in a position right now to allow the universe to work in your favor. You can see here that she is still growing, even though all she's doing is sitting down and reading, having some wine, eating some grapes, prosperity all around her. So what mindset are you looking at your life from? Are you looking at it from the mindset of your bank account, or the new house you don't have, the car you don't have, or the money that you don't have to pay your bills? Or are you looking from it from a mindset that I am already prosperous where I am and growing? And from the looks of this, you are not looking at it from the mindset of already being prosperous and abundant and allowing the universe to work in your favor. You're looking at it from the mindset of poverty, so, or lack of finances, poor, poverty. Words matter, thoughts matter. So Spirit wants you to know that you are prosperous and abundant. You just have to find a way and be open, receptive to that abundance and that prosperity coming to you, and then celebrate life. Celebrate your abilities of intuition, connection to spirit, creativity, and power. Celebrate all of these things that you have around you. Celebrate your abundance and prosperity. If you make $1, celebrate that dollar. You make 10, celebrate that 10. You make 20, celebrate that 20. You make 30, celebrate the 30. You make 50, celebrate that 2. You make 100, celebrate that 100. Go do something great and nice for yourself. Energy, money is energy, and energy flows. If you aren't celebrating what you're making, if you aren't celebrating those tiny accomplishments, how do you suppose all of this energy is going to shift in your favor out of this financial constraint and these hostilities into financial abundance and security and celebration? How do you suppose that's going to happen? Yeah, look at this. Look at this. Older, wiser, prosperous, abundant. What's going on here? What's happening? What's happening is that you're so stuck in this financial constraint mindset, in this lack mindset, that you are crying over the losses as opposed to celebrating the success and the wins, right? You're older, you're prosperous, you're abundant. You have all of this fertility and playfulness and newness around you, but you're so focused on the lack of that you're not even attempting to celebrate anything. The Knight of Pentacles with the Nine of Wands, this new opportunity, these new opportunities, they don't have to be hard. They don't have to be difficult. You don't have to struggle for them. The struggle that you're creating is your own struggle. The struggle you're creating is self-struggle, right? You're so tapped into financial constraint, and you're so tapped into poverty mindset, and you're so tapped into everyone doing better than you, and you failing and losing and loss, that you're not even here. You don't even see the opportunities that are around you. You don't even see the fruitfulness that's around you. You don't even see the prosperity and abundance and stability and balance that's around you. All you see is nothing coming to fruition. All you see is struggle. All you see is hostility, and all you see is lack. And of course it's going to be a struggle if that's all you see. You change that mindset and be open and receptive and awakened to all of these wonderful opportunities that are around you, then your mindset's going to change. You're going to change. But we can't be stuck in this and expect this. We can't be stuck here and expect this. That doesn't happen. The energy doesn't work that way. So we have to, and when I say we, as a Sagittarian myself, have to become receptive and awakened to our worth. Receptive and awakened to our worth. First card, the Sun. Second card. Look, Spirit's like, okay, I'm over here trying to give you what it is that you're wanting, and you keep second guessing. So it's either you're comfortable where you are, or you're afraid of leaving that sense of comfortability, even though you're in this mindset of financial constraints and hostilities and loss and sadness and struggle. You would much rather, oh my God, much rather, I mean, look at all this greatness here, all this greatness, right? I mean, the Nine of Pentacles, the Four of Wands, the Queen of Pentacles, and the Sun. And here we are trying to decide if that's what we want or if that's what we want to do. What? So if we were to step into that energy, the Eight of Wands is a very quick moving energy, and it can be very chaotic energy if we don't know how to handle the energy or direct the energy, right? We could come into partnership, or this could be our partner helping us through this time. And I think maybe the Queen of Wands is there is because maybe the energy of success, and this could be you afraid of success, afraid of blessings, afraid of prosperity and abundance, afraid to celebrate the prosperity and abundance with fear of losing it all, right? So when Spirit comes to you and says, hey, I have this opportunity for you, you're like, I don't know, Spirit, I don't know. I don't know if I want to be in a place of happiness and fertility and abundance and prosperity and celebration and stability and balance, because what if I get there and I lose it all? I don't know if that's what I want. I don't know if this relationship or partnership is what I want. I don't know if I can take the rejection or take the losses, right? So again, getting out of that mindset. So there looks like there could be some sort of partnership here with that Knight of Pentacles. It could be a partnership or a loss of a partnership or relationship. I don't think it's loss of a relationship. I think that loss is the feeling of not succeeding in whatever your financial endeavors are or whatever your work is, as opposed to failing out a partnership, right? Because as Sagittarians, I think we're very independent people, and we don't want to bring people into our chaos, right? So, into our hostility, into our hostile personal moments. So we kind of keep that kind of stuff on the DL. At least I do anyway. And I just kind of get a sense that there is this really chaotic energy, hostile energy, and it's no one's doing but your own. You feeling that everything has to be a struggle, but it doesn't have to be a struggle. You're surrounded by all this abundance, but all you feel is lack. You surrounded by all of this, happy, joyful, beautiful opportunities, surrounded or connected to, guided by Spirit, but all you're feeling is uncertainty, unhappiness, lack, and maybe a little bit of unworthiness there, when what Spirit sees is appreciation, recognition, opportunities, abundance, prosperity, celebration, power, intuition, connection to the divine. And Spirit wonders why you aren't stepping into that, and why you aren't using that to secure your worth and to bring into your existence the prosperity and abundance that's waiting for you. Why aren't you receptive to it? It's fear, I feel, of loss. It's fear of losing, right? Here we have the Judgment card and the Six of Wands, and then we have the Three of Pentacles. So the Judgment card is an awakening. It's like the phoenix rising out of the fire. It's like coming into your own and having an opportunity to redo something, and this time succeeding to the point of people recognizing you and appreciating you, and you kind of appreciating the wisdom that has come before you. And so now we have this meeting, or this, we have this thinking man, we have this meeting, we have this little gathering, and there are many ideas being tossed around on how we can make money, how we can step into this abundance and prosperity, how we can let go of fear, how we can let go of the financial constraint mindset, how to let go of this, how to embrace and be receptive to the transformation that is here waiting for you. And this King of Wands energy is very adamant that this is what needs to be done. This is what needs to be done. You have to go back to, I think as a Sagittarian myself, I go through waves. I go through waves of being very secure with what I'm doing and secure with myself, and then something happens and it's a downward spiral. So I think with the King of Wands, it's stepping into this energy of being very adamant that this is what needs to be done, moving away from people and places and situations that keep you uncertain or insecure. And there are people in our lives and places where we stay or where we go that only solidify the insecurities and doubt. There are always those people that we have in our lives who are Debbie Downers, people who will continuously take our ideas and throw them in the shitter and flush the toilet. And even though they are our friends and have been our friends for quite some time, they are still those people that kind of don't see the the hurt that they may be causing. And I don't think they do it intentionally. It's just their life and what they're going through, and they kind of project that onto others. So I think with the King of Wands and the Three of Pentacles, there comes a time and a conversation is needed that, hey, I love you and I appreciate you, but the energy here is just bringing me down, and I have to move on. I have to get out of this, because if you're around people who think lack, then that, and if you're not absolutely secure with yourself and where you are, that kind of rubs off. And if you're around hostile people, that kind of rubs off. And if you're around people who are constantly talking about what they don't have, never will have, can't have, blah 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 blah, that kind of projects onto your energy. And if you're insecure, if you are in a insecure mindset anyway, it's very easy for that to take hold. It's very easy for someone to become very what's the word? It's kind of like attracts like, right? If you are already in an insecure, doubtful, lack of mindset, then it's very easy to attract those people, and it's very easy to so with my friends, when they start talking that stuff, I just kind of walk out of the room and I turn away, because I'm already insecure with myself. I don't need somebody else piling that up or pushing that energy onto me. So let's see how this plays out, Sagittarius. So we are the Empress, of course we are. Our divine feminine coming out. Yeah, we just have to get out of situations that are no longer productive for us. And this doesn't mean that we hate anyone. It doesn't mean that we resent anyone. It just means that we have to take care of ourselves. We have to protect what is ours. We have to protect that divine feminine. We have to protect that passion and power that we have for life. We have to protect. We can still be loyal to our friends and family, but there has to be a sense of protection here. We can still be nurturing to our friends and family, but there has to be a sense of loyalty to oneself, loyalty to one's dreams and desires. And if we're not loyalty to our own dreams and desires, then how do we expect to step into the energy of what it is that we want? So there has to be this movement, there has to be this change, there has to be this this nurturing but protective over our wants, needs, dreams, and desires. So there's going to be a come to Jesus moment in September, and everything is going to go to shit. And then you're going to find yourself moving in another direction, and then what happens? And then you're going to find yourself in this blissful, peaceful, very emotional, secure moment. But also be aware. Be aware. Be awakened. Because when we're in that Om moment, when we're in that Zen moment, things can happen. Things can happen. So we have to be receptive, yes. Step into our transformation, of course. Nurture ourselves, yes. Recognize our worth, most definitely, but also be awakened to our surroundings and what is going on. This is really a get out of your head mindset. This is really changing your direction, or even moving away from the energy or people or situations that may be causing you to constantly think lack, causing you to constantly think. Now, it's not their fault, because we are in control of our own persons. If somebody starts shouting things of lack and unworthiness and doubt to us, we have two options. One, we can walk away from it, or two, we can dive in it, right? We can take their word as gospel, or we can create our own reality of what we truly are, as opposed to allowing them to tell us what we are or who we are or how they are, which means them projecting their energy onto us. So September is going to be very tricky, Sagittarius. We can make it as difficult as we want, or we can make it as prosperous as we want. And what we have built so far is on shaky ground. I mean, we're around people, probably, I am, around people who are very lack mindset and doubt mindset and insecure mindset. And because that is the background that I come from, lack, insecurity, and doubt, it's very easy for me to allow that energy to affect myself, even though I'm in control of it. So for me, there has to be this crumbling and a regrowth of something substantial. And if that means me leaving this situation altogether, then that's exactly what it means. And that's exactly what I have to do. So we have now, in the holy space between. Allow me, divine beloved, to rest in that holy space between what is and what will be. Let me fully embrace, relax, and bless the now. Be in this present moment. Stop thinking about the past, let that shit go, and stop, by all means, looking 20 years down the road. Playfulness. Be adventurous. Change me, divine beloved, into one who is wildly open to the new. Free me from rigid patterns that no longer serve me. Let me feel adventurous and spontaneous, knowing that the more I am open to life, the more it opens for me. Hello. Hello. Yes. Be more adventurous. Be more spontaneous. Do more of the things that you like and love, and do them now. Be in this present moment. Enjoy this present moment. Get out of that mindset and allow wonderful, beautiful, amazing, adventurous opportunities to take up that space. One more card. Thank you, Spirit. Yes. Soulmate. We have the Two of Cups energy, and we're talking about soulmates. Allow me, divine beloved, to trust that the perfect person has already been selected. In the right place and time we shall meet, for you know every true desire of my heart. May I only wish for what you wish for me. Yes, yes, yes. Thank you, Sagittarius. Have a great, you guys are the longest video I've done so far. Have a great and wonderful month of September. Remember, look for your moon and rising signs. It could help. Know that you're divinely guided and loved. Take care of you.